Sammy Guevara.
This is my moment to shine. This is my time to fly. I've been grinding forever just for this every night.
So many questions still surrounding the Dark Order, but right now, this match to determine who will go to the Bahamas next week to compete for the #1 contendership here in All Elite Wrestling.
Sammy Guevara's had an amazing run here in 2020.
Yeah, undefeated in singles competition here in the new year, earning him a #5 ranking.
I mentioned more than one purpose for him.
This bout is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring from Houston, Texas, weighing 184 pounds, they call the Spanish God, Sammy Guevara.
And we'll be back with this main event. Guevara, Moxley, next.
Sammy Guevara, the Spanish God, handpicked by Chris Jericho to join the Inner Circle. And now he gets an opportunity to fulfill that promise that Chris Jericho saw in him and get a little bit of measure of revenge for his mentor. And Guevara, once again with those cue cards.
Oh, we got him an SAP too.
Yeah. Shouts to Alex and Dasha up in the Spanish booth to get this segment off.
He's got an ulcer. It's awfully young for an ulcer.
I'd say yes on that one.
Sammy giving us some insight into his gastrointestinal process.
I've always wondered about it.
He sure did.
Talking to Jon Moxley here.
Yeah.
You set us up.
This is my moment to shine. This is my time to fly. I've been grinding forever just for this every night. I've been pushing for many moments like this. This time is a desire that no one ever could miss. This is my chance moment.
Puts a lot of effort in these cards, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a good speller. Sick of Sammy.
Shoot your shot, young man.
That's right.
Tony, is that how you proposed to Lois?
No, that was not. No, it was not.
Pony Express. They deliver a message on a stone.
You're not too far away from that, buddy.
It's a granite tablet.
Guevara doing a little bit of vlogging. Tony, I understand after my shout-out, your follower count went up last week?
Yes.
There's 2 now.
You've learned quickly, haven't you, here?
I think we've ruined him.
Hey, you guys don't sign my checks. Brandy does. So.
I'm with you.
Sammy's going to be a lot more serious when he lays eyes on Moxley.
Well, you know, I mentioned that he has more than one reason for this match to move ahead.
And we're back ready for this amazing one-on-one matchup. Sammy Guevara has expressed himself on his cue cards. Fans want Moxley.
Boy, do they ever.
The world wants Moxley,
They
don't it?
chant his name.
A man that doesn't trust anybody.
And Moxley.
Does that sound familiar?
Yeah, he has no friends, no. He actually changes in his car. He doesn't sit in the locker room with the rest. The AEW roster.
Well, he has a nice car.
He does. $750,000.
Well, look who's here.
But you take a look at that.
Not a lot of room to change in the car.
Thanks, Inner Circle, for my ride.
Yeah, he says it's mine now.
And we saw last week how he turned the tables on Chris Jericho and the Inner Circle.
Cincinnati, Ohio,
Here's what
weighing
last week.
231 pounds, Jon Moxley!
Well, we were showing you that scene from last week where the head honcho of the Inner Circle, the champion, Chris Jericho, got beamed.
Yeah, he got a little bit of his own bubbly.
And that scene going off the air where he was being cradled by Jake Hager will never be forgotten. Look at Sammy. Sammy's got to start off quick, authoritatively, and try to get a win here quickly to even a score for his boss.
He's starting out quick and with authority, JR. He's taking it right to Moxley like really we've never seen since Moxley arrived here in AEW.
As we mentioned, the winner of this match takes on the winner of the Pac versus Darby match later tonight. And then then next week, the two winners will meet to become the #1 contender for Jericho's AEW title.
Sammy Guevara sent Pillar to post, but he avoids it. Able to do a little bit of strutting of his own, but Moxley, right there, and runs him over.
Nothing fancy about that clothesline.
But Sammy Guevara can't help himself. You have to imagine Chris Jericho sent him on a mission, embarrass Moxley, take him out. But Guevara just had to strut his little heart out, and now is paying the price.
You're right, just could not help himself.
There's a cover there. I'll tell you something, since coming to AEW, Moxley has built his reputation stronger, bigger, more powerful. He's been he's a main eventer around the world. His success in the Tokyo Dome recently would be a testament to that as well. And plus, what he's done here in AEW is nothing short of incredible. I think it's inevitable that Moxley will be the AEW champion someday. When that day comes, I don't know.
Guevara springing in with that cutter. Sorry, JR. But Sammy turned things right around on Jon Moxley on a moment's notice.
Trying to hit another big move here by Sammy. Now, can Sammy put those two moves together to find himself a 3 count?
We'll find out, and also want to let the fans know that we are going to be coming to the tri-state area. Look at that maneuver for what we think is going to be a history-making event. We're going to be at the Rock, the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey, Wednesday, March 25th for Dynamite Live. Tickets go on sale Friday, January 24th for that event.
AEWTix.com as Sammy Guevara.
I don't think tickets will last long for that.
Can't wait to go to Newark.
Moxley popped Guevara. Turnabout is fair play, and now Moxley, that running knee strike. Setting him up. Oh, no, I thought he was going for paradigm shift, but instead just turns him inside out.
And Guevara in trouble. Got his shoulder off. I think Moxley is more in the mindset right now to punish and let Jericho know how he feels about the Inner Circle.
And he's not intimidated by the Inner Circle, by the numbers, which obviously are not in his favor. When you think about all the members of the Inner Circle, he's not worried about that at all. Oh, my God, on the apron of the ring. Paradigm shift on the apron of the ring.
Man, Guevara fights out, kick to the top of the knee. Oh, the pump kick.
Guevara caught Moxley with that patella. Both knees, right to the apron, right to the floor. The lower back of Jon Moxley taking a beating. And now can Guevara close his deal?
Yeah, Moxley's hurt.
And Guevara looking to inflict further punishment on the #1 contender, for the time being at least, Jon Moxley.
Man, those steps are unforgiving.
Fans,
Equal opportunity offenders.
I want to thank you for tweeting about us, talking about us on social media. AEW Dynamite trending worldwide as Sammy Guevara has Jon Moxley. And this is where he was able to turn it all around.
Wow, that's nasty. That apron of the ring is not built for competition. Well, this main event is heated, and Guevara has the advantage. Guevara goes to the cover, and folks, we'll take a break and be right back.
Chinlock applied by Sammy Guevara.
I think Guevara's got Jon Moxley in a place where not many can say they've had him here in AEW.
Guevara's changed the pace. He's sped it up. He's slowed it down. He's keeping Moxley off balance and being very, very, I'm trying to say he's been very recuperative.
Yes.
He gets back in the hunt quickly.
Well, that's a sign of a great athlete.
Yeah, well, he's just got confidence in his ability as well, Tony. You're right.
Oh, look at that. With Moxley draped across the bottom rope, Guevara kicking it, rebounding the rope into the throat of Moxley. Now the cover.
I'd like to see a little bit more sense of urgency by Sammy here.
Well,
he's got Moxley on the downhill slide. The momentum has changed. It's all in Sammy G's favor. Put him away. Hit him with your best shot to get the 1, 2, 3.
it goes back to what you said, Excalibur. You said he just can't help himself sometime, right? To showboat. He's doing it right now.
A zebra can't change his spot, so to speak. Cover.
That won't do it. It was a cover in theory, but not really.
Barely.
Yeah, that ain't going to get beat Moxley. And look, Sammy knows that. Sammy is in the driver's seat. He feels good about himself. And the hell what we think.
Right.
And for Sammy Guevara, this may be the biggest match of his career. This is a match to put him in contention for the #1 contendership. But, you know, Chris Jericho sent Sammy out there with a mission to make Jon Moxley pay for what he did last week. So Guevara has to serve almost two masters in this match, Chris Jericho and his own sense of personal pride. And we know that sense of personal pride of Sammy Guevara is outsized, to say the least.
And, you know, we have seen Moxley over many weeks here. He's gone through competition like a buzzsaw, but he certainly is not going through Guevara like a buzzsaw, because Guevara's got plenty of offense of his own.
Look at that. Moxley puts on the brakes.
Yeah, Moxley.
He'd had enough, right?
Yeah, put the brakes on his right. Excalibur comes back with a couple of shots, but his head just met the ring post. And you saw Moxley reach up to see if he had been busted open. He had not, luckily.
So many awkward angles around the ringside area. So easily to get an abrasion, a contusion, or get a shooting star press. Jon Moxley knows it well.
Sammy took a little bit too long.
And he was playing possum, I think, there, too. He hopped up quickly.
Moxley has Guevara up top, bringing him in the hard way.
Giant superplex. And Moxley can't quite get there for the cover. Jon Moxley just nailed a tremendous superplex off the top. But it hurt him seemingly as much as it hurt Sammy Guevara. But now the fight is back on as Moxley re-energized and reasserting himself here.
Well, Guevara went for the backflip and leapfrog. That time backflips. Shooting star press. Cover. Hook at the far leg.
Sammy.
Oh!
Big time stakes for this. One of these two men will compete next week on the ship to determine the #1 contender. But will that person be facing Pac, or will he be facing Darby Allin?
We'll find out tonight in the main event. But right now, Sammy Guevara rolls up Moxley. Oh! Again, a close one. Pump kick caught by Moxley. Ooh. Went around now, Moxley. Oh, driving Guevara.
Oh, man.
Head first.
That's a knockout shot.
1, 2, no.
Instinctively, Guevara was able to kick out.
I don't know how he did that. Instinctively is right. Guevara is giving Moxley all he wants here in this matchup.
Another look.
Look at how Guevara.
Great defense and then scintillating offense. A good tight cover. But Guevara just wasn't ready to die yet.
And now Moxley ascending to the top. Sammy Guevara barely able to get to his feet, being brought up by the head and neck by Jon Moxley.
What does Moxley have planned here?
This is how he put away Darby Allin a few short weeks ago, and Guevara knew it.
Moxley going to raise the stakes here, looks like.
Look.
Sammy! Hey, Sammy leaped up! Takes down Moxley! Sammy Guevara just may have made the match, the moment of the match.
I think you're right, he did, and he may win the thing. Whoa, wait a second. Maybe not.
Counters. Ooh. Jumping knee.
Knee right to the side of the jaw.
Guevara has him up. The knee to the face. 1, 2. No! Moxley kicks out.
And, I mean, at the very last moment to be able to kick out and still stay alive.
Sammy thought he had it. He had a shocked look on his face.
This
headed up top.
Sequence of offense by Guevara.
Oh, look at this. moonsault press, but and immediately taps out Moxley, forcing Guevara to tap out, and he wins.
Winner of this match as a result of a submission, Jon Moxley.
And it's amazing when you have the expertise and the toughness to reach down and get a submission, and boom, it's over.
That quickly it was over. Moxley with the submission.
So we know now Moxley will be on the ship next week. He'll be in the #1 contenders match, but will it be against Pac or will it be against Darby Allin? We'll find that out tonight, as we said.
Rockin' Rager at sea. Part 2.
We thought Sammy Guevara had this in the bag. Oh,
well, business just ticked up in Miami, Florida, because apparently Le Champion is going to make his presence felt.
You knew what happened last week would not go unanswered, JR.
Wait a minute. I can't see a damn thing.
Thank God for lights on cameras now. At least we can see some semblance of something. The arena,
Oh my God. Look at this. Moxley's trapped.
4 of them.
Jericho, Santana, Ortiz, and Hager.
and look at this. Moxley just charges in, but the numbers so quickly overwhelming him.
You knew Moxley would not run.
No.
He will stand and fight for better or for worse, and I got a feeling it's going to be for the worse. And Jericho now in essentially a mount position, running down those fists right to the face of Jon Moxley.
Le Champion laying in shots on Moxley.
Jericho taking his gloves off.
As Hager, Santana, Ortiz, and now with the belt off.
The AEW title! Oh, getting whipped with it. Like a government mule being strapped like a lifeless animal.
Oh, those plates across the back and spine of Jon Moxley.
Jericho will never forget being held and cuddled going off the air last week as a result of that bottle shot by Moxley.
And then Moxley coming in with the car tonight.
Insult to major injury. There's
Hager.
Oh my God.
With the running start.
the undefeated MMA fighter Jake Hager, the strong arm of the champion, doing his damage, and he can do a lot of damage. He's not been unleashed here yet.
That's why they call him the Big Hurt.
Wait a minute. There's a weapon. But being held there.
Yeah, apparently Jericho's not done here.
And here's the thing about Moxley. He has no friends in the AEW locker room. Who's going to come and save him?
Well, there's your answer. No one.
He's a man on his own island.
Oh, now they're just...
Everybody's getting them some. Santana and Ortiz. Guevara. 3 men holding one. Wait a minute.
Jericho.
Oh, for God's sake.
Jericho's got that spike off his jacket.
For God's sake.
With the spike in his hands.
Look at Jericho's face. Look at his face.
That says it all, doesn't it?
No, it does. It's scary. Oh, my God! Did Jericho just hit him in the eye? Tell me that did not happen. Tell me.
I'm afraid it did, JR.
Where are the trainers? My God, Moxley is in dire straits here. He may have been popped in the eye. It looked like he was. Like Jericho, that's what he hit him with, that spike.
Yeah, I think needs some medical attention out here.
And now, thankfully, the officials making their way to the ring, but the damage may have already been done.
Yeah, get in the ring and get the order restored.
The officials need to start threatening with fines, suspensions. They need to do something. This is uncalled for.
You've done enough, Chris. You've damn sure done enough.
Yeah, right
You
now.
and your bag of goons here have done enough.
They need to pull Moxley out of the ring here. Get him some medical attention quickly. At least he's setting up.
The best! The best! The best!
The best. My ass.
Dr. Sampson in the ring. That's our ringside position. This is serious business.
Yes,
right
it is serious business.
Because it looked like it went in his eye area. I think that's where we were.
Well, hopefully he didn't catch the eye. I don't know. We'll find out, hopefully.
We've got to take a break. We'll keep the cameras rolling, obviously, and we'll be back. Oh, Moxley bleeding. And you just hope and pray that it wasn't something.
Well, the Inner Circle not used to being duped, not used to being overwhelmed, but
well, look, Excalibur, after what happened last week, I said it before and I'll say it again, we all knew that there would be some sort of retribution, although we did not know to the extent it would be and how low, if you can use that term, or what Jericho would do. But now we found out what he'll do.
Anything.
I mean, we're talking about trying to end a man's career here.
Yeah, it tells me this story. It apparently seems that Jericho wants to do anything in the world but defend the title against Jon Moxley. And I'm glad we had our doctor was here, as he is at all of our events.
Sure he is, and
does a great job. Well, this is around that eye issue.
Yeah,
and you worry about a man's vision, his future.
yeah, I mean,
This really isn't about next week on the ship.
I mean, this can't even think about the #1 contendership. What about Jon Moxley's career?
he won the match, and thus by winning the match, he's earned the right to go on to our second part of Bash of the Beach next week. But the question remains, can he?
Well, the only person who can answer that is the doctor and Moxley, and they're kind of busy right now. Man, this is the worst timing of all for Jon Moxley.
Well, positive sign, Moxley to his feet.
Yeah.
But
a lot of concerned look on the face of the referees that are here. Moxley having issues with equilibrium.
Yes, he sure is. He's going to need some help to get out of the ring, I think.
This is an unusual injury because we're normally talking about arms and legs, but not eyes. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, still in a state of shock over what just occurred to Jon Moxley. That's Dr. Sampson there taking him away. They're going straight to the trainer's room where there'll be more assistance for Jon. But this is just horrible. Absolutely horrible. I mean,